Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. We're kicking off Monday with some news for summoning events for the upcoming CvC tournament. I'm hoping we're going to get a lot of news this week. Like, it's fairly likely this is the week we see the new content coming to the game. I'm expecting a fusion as well. Like, I would be surprised if there's nothing happening on Thursday after the CvC ends. I will be streaming for this. It is personal rewards, so I'll be streaming that tomorrow around about where it starts. So that should be fun. You know, we'll be building up Volcanen. We'll be building up probably a couple more champions that I think might be helpful to have for the new content, the City of Sintranos. Again, in case it comes, it's almost definite that, you know, there will not be another personal reward CvC before that comes. Let's take a look at this though. These are the summoning events. This is Tuesday, right? And then there's one for Wednesday as well. I'll bring that up after. But yeah, celebrating International Ninja Day. No comments. Whatever. Why not, right? On Tuesday, progressive chance 15x for these champions. So from your first slot for Ancients, Primals, and Sacreds, I would say Harima is the best. Kyoku and Jintoro, they're both okay. Like, Jintoro is really good for Clan Boss, but there's plenty of champions that are really, really good. I do use him. He is in my Clan Boss team, but I mean, there's plenty of others I could use. Kyoku, again, she's a great, decent champion. Very good for soloing Bommel, that sort of stuff. She's decent in arena, but not amazing. She's okay. Harima stands out as being S tier for arena and pretty much S tier for Hydra as well, and quite possibly for the new content. Like, Harima is the big one. From the Voids, wow, Shuzen the Valorous, she's absolutely top tier. Obviously, she's part of the best Hydra comp in the game right now, with Trunda and double Yumiko and Shuzen. She's key to that. Plus, gosh, who else is in it? It's Gerptuk and I forget the last champion. Doesn't matter. For epic champions, we've got Sachi and Taragi. I'd say Taragi is definitely much, much better than Sachi overall. Then Genbo from the epic. So this is a really, really good set of champions, right? And very close to kind of the best champions almost. I'd be picking for the Shadowkin arena tournament right now. Harima is just absolutely nuts, right? She's got the 3-turn AoE with Provoke. She's got the 3-turn cooldown triple hit single target that permanently ups her defense and therefore her damage, which makes her so good for Hydra, and permanently decreases their defense. A1 with decreased attack, and this passive is just so strong for arena. And yeah, she's insane. Like I said, I think Taragi, he's really good. Ally Protector, right? Brilliant Ally Protector. That could be very good for new content with AoE Provoke. He's got decreased attack A1. He can put poisons on his passive. Very strong epic champion. Just solid across the board. Oh yeah, Shuzen. She's just absolutely nuts as well for arena. And like I said, for Hydra, amazing aura for arena. This move is insane to just instantly give your nuker increased attack, crit rate, crit damage, and a turn straight away, which is nuts. Then amazing speed control here. Yeah, she's just a fantastic champion. Not super exciting on the face of it, I would say, but man, has she turned out to be powerful. And then finally, oh yeah, Genbo is just a really good epic damage dealer. Buffs himself up and smacks. These are all champions that would be the core, really, of this tournament. Yeah, they're good. They're all very, very strong. I would not really be switching these up. Is this a good time to pull? Is another question. I would say probably not. So it doesn't appear, now this could change. It doesn't appear that these are part of the Yuletide Titan event. So that's probably a relief. It's a summoning event that is not necessary for Yuletide points. That's good. It's very likely that the next few upcoming summoning events are going to be tied potentially both to a fusion and to this Yuletide Titan event, which is basically turning out, I would say, to basically be a pretty difficult fusion for a Void Legendary. It's basically what it is, right? Yeah, and I feel like Milestone 5 is so juicy. That's where all the good stuff is. I mean, there's some nice stuff for it's quite easy, right, to get a Void Shard, and probably fairly easy to get the Primal Shard as well. So you can get this stuff fairly easily for most people, I would say, with minimal effort. And there's decent rewards there, but to go the whole hog, Milestone 5 is very tough, but the rewards are really good. But yeah, it's kind of like a hard fusion would be my take on it. Like, I mean, this artifact enhancement event, it was pretty brutal, right? 5,600 points. That's rough. I should actually finish that and get that epic book, huh? That is rough. So yeah, that will put me off summoning for this. But there's no question that Harima and Shuzhen, like you're talking about probably some of the most desirable possible legendaries in the game. Like that's really strong. Let's look at the next day. Okay, and here we go. So this is for Wednesday. Again, it's a 15x progressive event, and these are your choices. I mean, initial look, they are much weaker, but you still have some decent stuff in there. So the first lot, Lady Kimi, Tatsu, and Genzin. This one is that none of them are as good as Harima, but they're all solid. Like Kimi's a great speed controller, so she's solid. Tatsu's fairly underwhelming. She's good for this tournament, I would say, is a good damage dealer for Shadowkin, but not pretty whelming apart from that. She's just a fairly standard legendary nuker. Gensen, he's actually pretty decent, bringing in the decreased defense. He is very, very good for Fire Knight Hard. So if you're looking for a Fire Knight Hard composition, he can be well worth throwing in there. He combos very well with Lady Mikage, who can she brings in a random Shadowkin to join the attack, so he can come in, bring you decreased defense. He's got triple hit A1, fills his turn meter. Like, he is a solid champion with her. So yeah, I mean, I would say probably Lady Kimi would be my pick overall if you don't have her. Then probably Genzin, then Tatsu. But yeah, I'd say Lady Kimi would be the best one. Riho Bone Spear from Void Shards, that's very, very strong. Riho is the first guaranteed Void Legendary. Obviously, at the time, you know, I had probably about 10 Void Shards when they announced that and wasn't going to buy stuff. So yeah, she is absolutely amazing though, right? She's super good. I'd say she stands out probably because of pressure points the most, putting so many crucial debuffs on a single target. That has been definitively insane for both Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun. She opens up a lot of stuff, and her cleanse and the big heal that she gives to your team has been also very good in the Phantom Shogun as well. But yeah, I think, you know, looking for the future, the City of Cintranos, I guess we're looking at two bosses at once, right? It's what they've teased so far. We'll see what the rest are, but realistically, she's got just such an insane toolkit for so many of the bosses in this game, especially the single target ones. So she is honestly well worth getting as well. It does become a tough choice then in terms of what to go for. We'll talk about that in a second. Oboro as an epic. I love Oboro for Hydra. She's a solid champion. Not absolutely game changing, but she's solid. And I'd say Hitatsu is the better, especially because you could have got Burangiri from Prime, which probably a lot of you did get. But I'd say Hitatsu's actually really good. I only pulled him very recently, but he's got increased defense and continuous heal on a 3-turn. That's fantastic. Decreased attack on a 3-turn. Now, it's not 100% chance. That's a bummer. But man, he brings increased defense and a bit of healing, AoE decreased attack, and a single target leech. He's got a defense in all battles aura. He's just solid. Yeah, very good champion. That being said, we look at all this stuff. Again, would I be pulling for these events? Like, for the epic champions, I would say probably not for any of them, like either day. I think both days are underwhelming. Let me actually bring up the full list here. Here we go. So we've got the full list here. It's just smaller, but it doesn't really matter. Like, would I be going for? I feel like this is more for Krakens. Like, this is more of a Kraken event. However, if you are close to your Mercy, yes, I think this could be worth going for. I think Harima is definitely the go-to for Ancients Primal Sacreds. If you're super close to your Mercy, it's a 15x event for Harima. That is very, very strong. I mean, it's still a small chance to get her, you know, but Harima is just absolute god tier. So that's well worth going for, honestly. I don't think I'm close on any of them for me, so I won't be doing it. But if I was close, I'd definitely give it a pull and hope I got lucky with the X15. I think it's worth that gamble for sure. Then for the Voids, man, Shuzhen versus Riho. That is a really tough decision. Gosh, that is tough. That is tough. Obviously, if you're, you know, I think the more super endgame players would obviously lean more for Shuzhen because she is the best Hydra champion. She is one of the best arena champions. I think they go for her. I think for the more vast majority of the player base, though, where Shuzhen is, yes, really good, you probably don't have the champions to build the rest of, you know, that Hydra team, and you might not care too much about the arena stuff. You might be just casually farming your arena. You're not really going hardcore. So she is good, but I don't know. Riho Bone Spear, she opens up those dungeons, Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun, for much faster farming. I'd say Riho maybe for for most people is actually better. So that's a tough one. And like I said, for the epics, I think because this is looking not to be part of any fusion or basically the Torment fusion, quote unquote, super hard Torment fusion as it has turned out to be, this is probably a skip. That's my thoughts on it. Let me show you my arena team real fast. Because actually, no, I might do another video on that today. We'll see. I might do another video on it, say, and doing some arena with Shadowkin only. Because I think it's actually quite a fun thing. I definitely think nearly all of these champions would really help you with this Shadowkin only arena offense thing. So yeah, look, guys, there you go. Let me know what you think about this stuff. I will see you for the clan versus clan stream. I'll probably see you for an arena video at Shadowkin later if there isn't like the fusion announcement or something, which is possible. We'll see. But guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.